Hi, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day. Today we have another Eminem reaction. What do you know? I just tell you, whenever I get a request for an Eminem track, it feels at home now. Like I feel like whenever I get an M song to react to, I kind of know what I'm getting into. I know the talent that I'm after, that I'm going to be listening to, and it's an easy listen for me now for Eminem. Other artists that I haven't heard from, it's always kind of like, a toss of the dice. Kind of, is it going to be cool or not? But whenever I get a reaction from M, always puts a smile on my face. And this one's coming from St. Ian Peterson 8900. I'm assuming it's that. STIAN Peterson 8900. So I'm assuming we got St. Ian on our channel right now asking. For the third time, he says. He states, I'm asking for the third time. Will you please react to say goodbye? You don't have to ask me thrice. Let's go. Someone's busted.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood.
I'm sorry. Literally, like, hearing his voice, it's the funniest thing, man. To think back on my life on being such an anti-rap guy, and when I hear Shady and his voice or Marshall, it just brings that rapid smile to my face. It's just so peculiar to me that I'm just into it. It's just so funny to me. But anyways, let's go on. Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. I thought I had it all figured out. I did. I thought I was tough enough to stick it out with Kim, but I wasn't tough enough to juggle two things at once. I found myself laying on my knees in cuffs, which should have.
Wait, hold it. Okay, so he's the one that's busted with the cuffs. Okay, so we had the intro of the cuffs, radio sound, cop car, the whole thing. Who's busted? Eminem's got he's got the cuffs on. So M's busted. I wonder if that's true. Was he ever arrested? Like, was he put in jail? I'm trying to think back. I don't recall if I remember hearing him go to jail. But anyways, he's got the cuffs on in the story. He's done with the Hollywood. He's got Kim. Can't juggle both Kim and everything else. And now he's in cuffs. He's in cuffs.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. I thought I had it all figured out. I did. I thought I was tough enough to stick it out with Kim, but I wasn't tough enough to juggle two things at once. I found myself laying on my knees in cuffs, which should have been a reason enough for me to get my stuff and just leave. How come I couldn't see this shit myself? It's just me. Nobody couldn't see the shit I felt, knowing damn well she wasn't gonna be there when I fell to catch me.
All right, so he's saying she wouldn't have been there to catch me. So he's saying, hey, I think I would have probably been better off just bolting and getting out of this instead of being in cuffs. Like, what am I doing? Why am I with this woman? Why am I taking all these, whatever these risks were, only to get in trouble? I would have been better off just bolting. I need some, you know what I mean? I need some background, please, because I'm a little lost on the cuffs and I need to know if Eminem was really arrested or not, or if this is just a make-believe story, because some of the stories he has are just not applicable, really. But he's mentioning Kim, so it's kind of like, oh, is this real? Did he get arrested? Did he hit her? What did he do?
Minute shit was heated, she just fell. I'm standing and swinging, only 30 people by myself. I couldn't even see the millimeter when it fell. Turned around, saw Gary stashing a heater in his belt.
Okay, so he's in a group. He's with a group of people. I don't know what the millimeter is. He didn't see the millimeter drop, but he saw somebody stash a gun in their waistband. So he's somewhere with a bunch of people.
Stashing a heater in his belt.
Put the heater in his belt. Put the gun in his belt. Hang on, let me back up a second.
Standing and swinging, only 30 people by myself.
So he's standing and swinging with 30 people by himself, just like chilling, probably at a club.
I couldn't even see the millimeter when it fell. Turned around, saw Gary stashing a heater in his belt. Saw the bouncers crush him and beat him to the ground. I just sold 2 million records, I don't need to go to jail.
Okay, so he must have seen a friend or something put a gun in his waistband. Bouncers go to chase him, and he's going, "What am I doing here? I'm gonna get caught up in this whole thing. Really? Do I really need this right now? What am I doing?" All right, so he's basically caught himself into a bad moment, bad circumstance, and he's kind of going, "Really?"
I couldn't even see the millimeter when it fell.
What is the millimeter?
Turned around, saw Gary stashing a heater in his
Gary?
belt. Saw the bouncers crush him and beat him to the ground. I just sold 2 million records, I don't need to go.
I just sold 2 million records. I don't need this drama right now. I need to get my trajectory north in my craft.
to jail. I'm not about to lose my freedom over no female. I need to slow down, try to get my feet on solid ground. So for now, sing about Hollywood.
Say goodbye to Hollywood because you go to jail? Is that why you say goodbye, Hollywood? I'll see you in about 30 years.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about.
Okay, who was cuffed? The dude with the gun in his waistband, or did M get cuffed? Maybe that's why he hasn't been arrested. Is that it was his buddy or whoever this person was, Gary, whatever his name was.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Bury my face in comic books, cause I don't wanna look at nothing. This world's too much. I swallowed all I could. If I could swallow a bottle with Tylenol, I would. And then if for good, just say goodbye to Hollywood.
Oh yeah, so he's saying, hey, look, I'm caught up on the drugs. I'm reading my comics. I'm just chilling life. I'm taking my drugs. I'd even pound down a whole bottle of Tylenol if I could. And they would just say goodbye to Hollywood. It's like, so he realizes that he is, so he must have not been arrested because now he's looking at his comic books, referencing his drug use, flat spending, the whole thing. Wow, this is an interesting little, this is like an important little puzzle piece in the whole picture. I didn't know any of this stuff yet. All right, so continue on.
I probably should. These problems are piling all at once.
I'm sorry, if I may. Let me just go back a little bit.
Piling all I would, and then if for good, just say goodbye to Hollywood. I probably should. These problems are piling all at once. Is everything that bothers me, I got it bottled up. I think I'm bottoming out, but I'm not about to give up. I gotta get up. Thank God I got a little girl. Now I'm a responsible father, so not a lot of good.
Yes, there's Haley, baby. Haley, you sweetheart, you little thing that you made your dad or grandpa. Look, man, I'll tell you, it's nothing like being a parent that's gonna kind of like shake you up and kind of go, all right, I gotta get my life together. I got responsibility now. I gotta kind of figure it out, and it's an interesting thing because I think that you and I both know, right? If Marshall didn't have his kids, he probably wouldn't be here today. He probably wouldn't. No, not the trajectory that he was kind of headed, right? He even said it himself. It's like, hey, I got a kid. I got responsibilities. I got to, thank God for Haley.
Sure, these problems are piling all at once. Is everything that bothers me, I got it bottled up. I think I'm bottoming out, but I'm not about to give up. I got to get up. Thank God I got a little girl. Now I'm a responsible father, so not a lot of good. I beat her, my daughter laying in the bottom of the mud. Must be in my blood, cause I don't know how I do it. All I know is I don't want to follow in the footsteps of my dad, cause I hate him so bad. The worst fear that I had was...
Yeah. Wow. I don't hate my dad. I can understand where Marshall's kind of coming from, though, right? But I kind of understand. I like, hey, I got you. Like I get where you're coming from. You don't want to be like your dad when you grow up, right? I don't want to be in a position where I have to wake up in my underwear in the middle of the morning and then go pound down a glass of vodka like I'm drinking it like water like my dad did. I remember that very, very clearly. I was sleeping on the couch as a kid. Story time. Sleeping on the couch waking up in the morning, seeing my dad walk in the kitchen with his whitey tidies, pours himself the bottle of the glass of vodka, drinks it like a glass of water, puts it down, pours another glass, pounds it down. And that was the first time I'd ever realized that he had a real problem. And of course, the infidelity, the mood swings, the alcoholism, the violence, the abuse verbally, unable to keep his compass pointed north. He just flat spun. And so those are the things that I look at in my life going, I kind of learn myself what not to do by what this man has done. Do I love him? Yes. We used to be movie buddies. My father and I would love to, back in my day, when you'd go to the theater, the screen was covered with a curtain, like a red curtain, like drapes. And when the movies would come on, the drapes would open up, you'd have your previews, and you'd watch your movie. There was no commercials on the theaters back then. They just played the thing, and then during the seating period, they'd be piping in music from things like Indiana Jones, Schindler's List, Jurassic Park, or whatever. My dad and I would love to sit there and just play Name That Tune with each other, and we were really good at it. And so we had that camaraderie, right? And I know he loved me, but it's like, I get Eminem, man. It's like when he's saying, I don't want to be like my father. I just, dude, it's like that's why the offer is still open for me to be mowing his lawn so I can be his neighbor or something, because I just feel he's this kindred spirit. I just know that if our lives were different, and if he were near me or whatever, and we just happened to meet each other, I just know we would be good friends. Like, he'd be a good friend. I just know it, because I have so much in common with what this guy says. Some things obviously not, but a lot of this stuff, man. And I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I just, story time kind of thing, so, but man, yeah.
Bottom of the mud must be in my blood, cause I don't know how I do it.
It must be in my blood. I don't know how I do it. It's like, but what's in your blood? The good fathering or the drug use and flat spinning?
All I know is I don't want to follow in the footsteps of my dad, cause I hate him so bad. The worst fear that I had was growing up to be like his fucking ass. Man, if you could understand why I am the way that I am, what do I say to my fans when I tell them? Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood.
I'm so glad he didn't say goodbye.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. I don't wanna quit, but shit, I feel like this is it. For me to have this much, I feel like this is sick. This is not a game, this fame. In real life, this is sick. Publicity starting my ass, consume my fucking dick. Fuck the guns, I'm done. I'll never look at cats. If I scrap, I'll scrap like I ain't never whipped some ass.
All right, so he's giving up the guns. If I gotta get toe to toe, I'm just gonna scrap with you. We're just gonna go fist to fist. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna take these chances. Although it's funny that if he ever thought that he'd have to be in a scrap, it's like, well, bro, then why are you putting yourself in those situations where a gat might be kind of helpful, right? And if you're gonna have to kind of like contend with scrapping just because you're dad and you got responsibilities, it's always about avoiding those places, right? But I get it. He's going, hey, I'm clean now. I'm say goodbye to Hollywood. It's not worth it. None of it's worth it.
In real life, this is sick. Publicity starting my ass, consume my fucking dick. Fuck the guns, I'm done. I'll never look at cats. If I scrap, I'll scrap like I ain't never whipped some ass. I love my fans, but no one ever puts a grasp on the fact I've sacrificed everything I have. I never dreamt I'd get to the level that I'm at. This is whack. This is more than I ever could have asked. Everywhere I go, a hat, a sweater, hood, a mask. What about math? How come I wasn't ever good at that?
Yeah, so yeah. I feel bad for him because it's like he never would have thought that he'd be this famous. But now he's got to go out with a shirt, a hoodie, and a mask on so he can kind of stay away from have that anonymity, right? And I guess you sacrifice your anonymity for fame, right? And so Yeah, I mean, and let me go back to another bar he had. Let me just go back a second here.
This is not a game, this fame. In real life, this is sick. Publicity start my ass, conceal my fucking dick. Fuck the guns, I'm done. I'll never look at cats. If I scrap, I'll scrap like I ain't never whipped some ass. I love my fans, but no one ever puts a grasp on the fact I've sacrificed everything.
Yeah, I love my fans, this whole thing, but he sacrificed everything to be where he's at today. Like, where would he be today if he didn't have rap? Right? Where would he be? What would he be doing? Would he just be a factory worker in Detroit? Would he be a realtor? You know, what would this man have been? But there's the good with the fame, but then there's also the dark, the bad, right?
I never dreamt I'd get to the level that I'm at. This is whack. This is more than I ever could have asked. Everywhere I go, I had a sweater, hood, a mask. What about math? How come I wasn't ever good at that?
Oh, he wasn't good at math either? Oh, yeah, so then what would he have done if he didn't have rap? Where would he go? He's like, I can't even pass math. What would I do?
Like the boy in the bubble who never could adapt. I'm trapped. If I could go back, I never would have rapped. I sold my soul to the devil. I'll never get it back. I just want to leave this game with level head intact. Imagine going from being and no one to seeing everything blow up, and all you did was just grow up and seeing. It's fucking.
Let me ask you guys. I'm curious. If you could be famous, all that comes with it, right? But you can't go out in the public without being noticed or hounded by paparazzi. Can't go to Disneyland without having to mask up and really kind of hide your identity. I'm curious, would you cash in on that? Would you make that trade? Would you make that trade? And a lot comes along with it. Like, you know, people are going to put you on a pedestal and they're going to think you are somebody you're really not because, you know, they don't know you. Like, you guys don't know who I am, right? You don't know what I'm capable of, right? But the thing is that would you make that trade? I guess since I'm kind of a reactor, much like M saying, it's like I never would have thought that I would have gotten to 91,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? I mean, I just started this channel as just kind of a fun thing to kind of show my family and kind of throw up a couple reactions for fun to kind of see what it was like. And then I fell in love with it. I fell in love with all of you guys. And it's like, yeah, you know, it's funny how you find that little place in your life where it's like, oh, this fits me perfectly. I love what I'm doing for work, whatever. But would you make that trade?
Crazy, cause all I wanted was to give Haley the life I never had. Instead, I forced us to live alienated, so I'm saying.
Oh, see, there's a trade-off. I wanted to give Haley everything I wanted. I just wanted enough to make a living and to help her out. But now, I did that at the cost of anonymity.
Sing about Hollywood. 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 Sing about Hollywood.
I feel this way.
Sing about Hollywood. Sing about Hollywood. Goodbye Hollywood. Please don't cry for me. When I'm gone for good. So good. Goodbye Hollywood. Please don't cry for me. When I'm gone for good.
You're not gone for good, bro. Yeah. Oh. Never say never. Is it the little keyboard in the background? His production quality is so cool. You know, I know I don't spend a lot of, observational time kind of commenting on some of the musical stuff that he does in the background, but it's like, it's more than just the beat and the rap. It's, every song that he does is very distinctively unique. And you can say, oh, that's that song. You know, back in the day, I used to just think it was like rap is rap. They just, rhyme to a bunch of beat and that's it. And that's it. Someone just takes a new rhyme and goes to that beat. never never realizing the production quality they could be like this. And it's just so funny for me to know that I've gone from having certain genres of music being my favorites and the prejudicial opinion of rap being my least favorite to completely being flipped. I'm like, this genre is me now. Like, I just love it so much. And I owe it all to you guys, and I owe it all to Eminem, because he is the one that really took this art to a level that I don't think many people could have taken it to, and it just swept me away with the whole thing. So I'm in so much deep appreciation for all of you guys, and of course to Marshall. Man, let that grass grow, man, 'cause I got the lawnmower in hand. I'm ready to go, buddy. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. Nice suggestion, St. Ian. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you next time.